What if I told you the reason you're stuck in life right now isn't because you lack talent, but because you've been ignoring a truth that could shift everything? Steve Harvey isn't just a comedian. He's not just a TV host. He's a man who rose from nothing, from sleeping in his car, to becoming one of the most powerful voices in the world. And along the way, he dropped gems, real, raw, unfiltered truths. Not the kind of quotes you scroll past, but the kind that stop you cold and make you rethink your whole strategy. In this video, we break down 5 life-altering quotes by Steve Harvey. Not just what they say, but how they can transform you if you dare to live them. So before you scroll, before you quit, before you tell yourself it's too late, watch this till the end. Because this might be exactly what your soul has been waiting for. Quote, "No one. Your career is what you're paid for. Your calling is what you're made for." Have you ever asked yourself, is this really what I'm meant to do with my life? You wake up every day, you go to work, you come home, and repeat the same cycle again and again. You're getting paid, yes, but are you fulfilled? Steve Harvey once said, "Your career is what you're paid for. Your calling is what you're made for." And that one sentence has changed millions of lives because it forces us to ask a very deep question. Am I living my purpose or just earning a paycheck? A career is important. It puts food on the table. It pays your bills. But your calling, your true calling, that's what sets your soul on fire. It's the thing you would do even if nobody paid you. It's the thing that comes naturally to you. The thing you were born to do. You see, Steve wasn't always the successful TV host and businessman we know today. He was homeless. He lived in his car. He had nothing, except one thing, a belief in his calling. While the world saw a broke man, Steve saw a man with a gift, the gift of speaking, the gift of making people laugh, the gift of inspiring lives. That was his calling, and he chased it even when it didn't pay him a dime. Let me ask you something right now. What do you love so deeply that you would do it for free? What's that one thing that makes you lose track of time? That's not just a hobby. That could be your calling. That might be the reason you're here. Too many people stay trapped in careers they hate. They wake up every Monday with dread, counting the hours till Friday. They've accepted survival, not purpose. But guess what? You were not born just to pay bills and die. You were born to create, to serve, to grow, to live with passion, and most of all, to answer your true calling. Some of you might say, but I've got responsibilities. I can't just follow a dream. And I hear you. But what if I told you that you don't have to quit your job tomorrow? You can start small, 1 hour a day, one step at a time. You can build your calling on the side until one day it becomes your career. And when that happens, when your calling becomes your career, you won't just get paid with money. You'll get paid with meaning, with joy, with peace, with purpose. Steve Harvey's life is living proof. He didn't follow money, he followed purpose, and money followed him. So the next time you feel stuck, remember this. Your career is what you're paid for, but your calling, that's what you were made for. Don't ignore it. Don't bury it. Don't let fear keep you from it. Because the world doesn't just need more employees. It needs more people living out their purpose. And maybe, just maybe, you're one of them. Quote number 2. You've got to quit tripping every time something doesn't go your way. Life is not always fair. Things don't always go as planned. You give your best, and sometimes life still slaps you in the face. And when that happens, what do most people do? They panic, they cry, they complain, they give up, they trip out. But Steve Harvey said something so simple, so real. It hits you like a wake-up call. You've got to quit tripping every time something doesn't go your way. Let that sink in, because this right here, this is not just a quote. It's a survival skill. It's a mindset. It's a reminder that setbacks are not the end. They're part of the process. See, the truth is, life is going to mess with you. Plans will fall apart. People will disappoint you. Doors will slam in your face. But if every single time something bad happens, you break down, you lose momentum, you lose confidence, you lose time. Successful people, they feel the pain, but they don't let it paralyze them. They pause, they breathe, and then they move forward because they know failure is feedback. Delay is not denial. Think about it. How many blessings have you missed in life just because you gave up too early? Steve Harvey himself faced rejection after rejection. He bombed on stage. He lived in his car for 3 years. He was broke, embarrassed, humiliated. But did he trip out and quit? No. He stayed focused. He trusted the process. He knew that every no was getting him closer to the right yes. So here's a hard truth. You can't control what happens to you, but you can absolutely control how you respond. You can cry about the closed door, or you can look for the next one. You can stay stuck in frustration, or you can rise with focus. You can blame the world, or you can build your future anyway. Every successful person you admire has faced setbacks. It's not the setback that matters, it's the comeback. And that comeback can only start when you stop tripping. So next time something goes wrong, and trust me, it will, don't panic, don't spiral, don't give up, pause, breathe, learn, and keep going. Because greatness is not born in comfort, it's born in chaos. It's born in the moments when everything goes wrong, but you keep going anyway. So don't trip, trust, adjust, grow. Because everything you want is still possible, as long as you don't let one bad moment destroy your whole mission. Quote, number 3, success is not a straight line, it's a zigzag journey. Everybody wants success. Everybody dreams of that perfect moment where everything just works out, smoothly, perfectly, effortlessly. But let me be real with you today. That version of success, it doesn't exist. Steve Harvey said it best. Success is not a straight line. It's a zigzag journey. And that one sentence tells you everything you need to know about how real success works. Because the truth is, success looks messy. It's unpredictable. It's full of twists and turns, breakdowns and breakthroughs. One day you're moving forward, the next day you feel like you're going backward. But guess what? That's exactly how it's supposed to be. We live in a world where people only show the highlight reel. We see people with money, fame, perfect homes, and we think, wow, they made it. But we don't see the sleepless nights. We don't see the failures. We don't see the self-doubt, the rejections, the lost deals, the broken moments. Steve Harvey didn't get to where he is today by walking a straight path. He zigzagged through homelessness. He zigzagged through rejection. He zigzagged through pain, embarrassment, and failure. But through it all, he kept moving. And that's the key. You don't stop. You don't give up just because the path gets bumpy. Success is not about walking straight. It's about staying in the game when the road turns. Some of you right now, you're in the middle of that zigzag. You feel stuck. You feel lost. You think, this isn't working. Maybe I'm not meant for this. But let me tell you something. This is the process. You're not off track. You're on the real track. Success is not a straight elevator that goes up without stopping. It's stairs, sometimes broken, sometimes steep, sometimes dark. But if you keep climbing, you eventually reach the top. So don't compare your day 1 to someone else's year 10. Don't quit because the road isn't perfect. Expect the zigzags. Prepare for them. And most of all, respect them. Because every wrong turn teaches you something. Every delay builds your patience. Every fall strengthens your bounce back. And when you finally get there, when you look back, you'll realize it was never supposed to be easy. It was supposed to shape you. So stop chasing the shortcut. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Success is messy, it's wild, it's zigzag, and it's worth it. Because when you finally get where you're going, you'll appreciate the journey, not in spite of the zigzags, but because of them. Quote number 4, you have not because you ask not. Most people never get what they want in life, not because they're not talented, not because they're not smart, not even because they don't deserve it. They don't get what they want because they never ask for it. Steve Harvey said it straight. You have not because you ask not. And that quote right there, it's a direct challenge to your mindset. Because deep down, most people are scared to ask, scared of rejection, scared of judgment, scared to look needy or weak or vulnerable. But listen, if you're not bold enough to ask, the answer is already no. You want a better life? Ask for the opportunity. You want to raise? Ask for it. You want mentorship? Ask for it. You want to grow, heal, win, thrive? Start asking. Closed mouths don't get fed. And the universe, it responds to bold moves, not passive hopes, not silent wishes, but intentional, fearless asking. Steve Harvey didn't get on TV by just dreaming. He picked up the phone. He showed up. He asked for stage time. He asked for chances. He asked when others were silent. And because of that, doors opened. Now I know what you're thinking. What if I ask and they say no? Well, guess what? You're already living in the no. So what do you have to lose? The worst thing they can say is the very thing you already assume. But the best thing? They could say yes. They could say, let's talk. They could say, we'll give you a shot. That's how lives change, in the moment someone gets brave enough to ask. And no, I'm not talking about begging. I'm talking about believing. Believing you are worthy enough to receive. Believing that your voice matters. Believing that God, the universe, or the world itself might actually be waiting for you to speak up. So stop waiting for someone to read your mind. Stop hoping the perfect chance will just fall in your lap. Start knocking. Start reaching. Start asking. The job, the love, the peace, the money, the chance. It's out there. But only for those bold enough to raise their hand and say, hey, I want that. So let this be your moment. Don't let fear keep you small. Don't let silence rob you of your future. Ask with confidence. Ask with power. Ask like your life depends on it, because maybe it does. Remember, you have not because you ask not. So go ask. Go claim what's already waiting for you. Quote number 5. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody wants the car, the house, the business, the lifestyle. We dream big. We post quotes. We create vision boards. And that's all great. But Steve Harvey said something that most people don't want to hear. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. And that right there, that's the separator. That's the truth that divides the dreamers from the doers. Because dreams, they cost you nothing. You can sit around and fantasize all day long. You can imagine yourself successful, rich, powerful. But imagination alone, it won't pay the bills. It won't build the business. It won't change your life. The hustle, that's what costs. It costs your time. It costs your energy. It costs your comfort, your weekends, your distractions. And sometimes, it even costs your relationships, your sleep, your sanity. The hustle is the price tag on the dream. You can dream for free, but if you want to live that dream, you better be ready to grind for it. Steve Harvey didn't just dream of success. He worked for it. He told jokes in clubs nobody had heard of. He slept in his car. He kept showing up, broke, tired, rejected, but he hustled. And because he paid the price, he now lives the dream. Most people, they see the highlight. They want the spotlight, but not the sweat. They want the results, but not the routine. They want the rewards, but not the risk. But life doesn't work like that. God doesn't reward lazy. The universe doesn't hand out trophies to the idle. The grind is the gatekeeper to your goals. So if you're sitting there right now, dreaming big, good. But here's the real question. What are you doing about it? Are you willing to wake up early? Are you willing to stay up late? Are you willing to fail and still keep moving? Are you willing to hustle when no one is watching? Because that's the difference between a wish and a result. Everybody wants freedom, but freedom isn't free. You gotta pay for it in advance, in full, with hustle. So keep the dream, protect it, feed it. But know this, until you're willing to hustle like your life depends on it, that dream will stay locked in your head. Success doesn't show up for the lazy. It shows up for the relentless, the committed, the ones who keep going when the world stops clapping. So don't just dream, grind, push, sacrifice, and earn it. Because the dream may be free, but the hustle, that'll cost you everything. And it'll be worth every second. You've just heard 5 quotes that changed millions of lives. But here's the hard truth. Listening isn't enough. Information without action is just entertainment. So what are you going to do with what you heard today? Will you keep dreaming? Or will you start hustling? Will you keep hoping? Or will you finally ask for what you want? Will you keep waiting for the path to be easy? Or will you walk that zigzag road with fire in your heart? Because Steve Harvey didn't just speak these words to sound wise, he lived them. And now, it's your turn. If this video shook something inside you, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe, because this isn't just another motivational video. This is the start of a new chapter.